Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing this fine evening/night? Did you see the new Mario Galaxy movie direct? Yes, I did. It whelmed me. To be perfectly honest, it whelmed me. But then again, the Mario movie was, at best, just kind of neat, so I'm not expecting high art out of the Mario Galaxy movie. Doing good, just had to go through a snowstorm. Oh, you too! Yeah, we've been dealing with that snowstorm too. Alright. So, with that said, let's pause the music and get right into the video game. Oh, I gotta unmute the game. There we go. Is that balanced well? Game too loud? Game too quiet? What do y'all think? Let's quickly clear all that out. Open that up. I don't need you open anymore. Okay. New Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream direct this week. Yeah, I heard about that. You heard that Capcom got caught using generative AI. It wasn't that they got caught, it was that one of the higher-ups basically said they wanted to push for it, which I've also seen reports noting how none of the employees want to. Like, there's been a lot of pushback within Capcom regarding that. Which makes sense to me. Like, I'm not surprised that Capcom's devs are pushing back against this idea. Have you watched Dan to Dan? No, that does not ring a bell. Alright, let's get right into the video game. Yeah, hope you're all doing fine. What have y'all been playing lately? You playing any interesting games? Watching any interesting things? Let's get the chat chatting a little bit. Played Air Riders, nice. Halo Infinite, Grapple Dog. Been meaning to play Grapple Dog. Playing a roguelike called Dogpile. Been practicing voice acting common characters. Neat. Started Wario World lately, Mega Bonk. Been sick all week. Oh, sorry to hear that, Andrew. Saw Mercy in IMAX on Saturday. Terrible fun. Never heard of that one. Playing Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters, Metroid Prime 4, Galaxy 2, Minecraft, Crosscode. I've heard good things about Crosscode. Yakuza 0, Marvel Rivals, and Doom 2016, Animal Crossing New Horizons, the Crosscody. Yeah, ignore that last E. Crossworlds, Ratchet & Clank, Pizza Tower, Deltarune, Far Cry 5, Marker. Yeah, y'all been gaming. Y'all have been gaming. Hey, Aaron. Got back from a Spider-Man TAS binge watch. Oh, nice. Busy writing down stuff celebrating their anniversaries this year, but as a rule, I don't include anything past 2016. Ah, okay. Hold on. Quick word of warning. I'll likely be having this stream as background noise while I drop it. That's perfectly fine. If you just have me on as second monitor material, I don't mind. Go nuts. I just got Mario 3D Land for free. Nice! Nice! Alright. Let's see how quickly I readapt to playing this version of CTR, because I've been playing Nitro Fueled again lately. I binged a bit of it with my sister, because that's what I like to do on weekends. Just go play a bunch of CTR together, specifically Nitro Fueled. And it's made me realize how used to Nitro Fuel I am, and how much I am, like, having to readapt to how this version plays. Ah, I timed that badly. Like, it's funny how, like, you don't think about how different it plays until you go back to the original. And it's like, oh yeah, it plays really differently. What's the difference between the two? It's mostly in the control feel. It's hard to put to words, but like it feels like, I guess, stiffer. It feels a bit stiffer in the PS1 version's case. Like it still controls well. It's just very different from how Nitro Fueled feels. Oh. I need to stop looking at chat when I'm on, like, stuff like that. Okay, I'll look at chat momentarily. Made this time. Now, Polar, get behind me. I'm on this is my turf. Nah, don't you be giving me that attitude. There we go. Oh, no, no! Okay, there we go. Alright. Time to lock in, as the kids say. Now, I say as the kids say, as if I don't use that expression a bunch myself. There's a lot of other expressions I could use if I was going with the as the kids say. Honestly, I say that, but I'm like, I have kept so out of the loop with, like, modern internet slang that so much of it I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, there's a couple I do know the meaning of. Like, I know that, like, Riz means charisma. Like, I get that one. There's a lot of other ones that I'm just like, what? What language are you speaking? You're making me feel old. Make me feel like an old man. Benj, hello, Kaipo! Glad to have you in chat. Yeah, the 6-7 one is like, that one I don't get. Like, granted, I've been exposed to it so much to the point that, like, anytime I do hear someone say 6 and 7 together, my brain jumps to it. I'm like, yeah. But I don't get the joke. Anyway, I'm gonna see what I missed in chat. Tech 7. Do you get a bad snowstorm in Canada? Yeah, snowstorm's pretty bad right now. Not like concerningly to the, like, say, like, you know, I'm in danger kind of degrees, but like it's a lot of snow. A lot of snow. Weird seeing a turbo counter to the top right. That's a cheat code. I like having that cheat code on. Yeah, it's a cheat code non-Japanese versions. Hey Ben, have you seen my sense of morality? Oh well. I haven't missed much Instructable. I just finished racing on Engine Labs. Yeah, Nitro Fuel's almost 7 years old. That's true.
Congratulations! You win a trophy.
Hello, Ian. Glad to have you here. Favorite Aardman film? Chicken Run. Definitely Chicken Run. Oh, wait, hold on. What's the speedrun I did? It was like down here. Okay, I didn't do it perfectly, but yeah. I've noticed that what speedrunners like to do in this area is they'll jump off of the podium and land perfectly back into the area. Have you seen Mashed Sonic Last Life video? I haven't. What did Andrew do? Class of 3000. I can't say I know what Class of 3000 is. Did some snow shoveling and earned $90. Nice! That's awesome. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, I'm gonna make him regret that decision. Right now. Let's see if I can nail the shortcut on my first go. Come on. Don't do it! Ha ha ha! Sucker. had an idea. Why didn't I think about doing this sooner? You guys won't be able to see it, but I just dragged the pop-out chat window to the same monitor as the game. So now I can see you guys' chat messages way better instead of looking down. I can just glance to the right. What would be your favorite game ever? Dust and Elysian Tale. I love Dust and Elysian Tale, and that game is on sale on Steam right now for $3. Yay, we can invade his racing now. Yeah, exactly. Now I can actually see what y'all are saying while I'm racing. Wait, why didn't we think this sooner? It's just something that just kind of hit me just now, and I was just like, why didn't I think of this sooner? Okay, no, not got enough speed. How do you feel about the DKCR thing? Well, I don't have DKCR on Switch, so I haven't been able to try it out, but Dixie is the best Kong, so I am not complaining about the fact that they added her to Returns. I think that's a really cool addition. Okay, that was not chat, that was just me just not paying attention. That said, if you see this message, yell, Bandicoot! Would you do a Fall Guys stream? I have not played Fall Guys since, like, COVID. Like, I played it when it first came out, had some fun with it, but I have not touched it since. It's been years. Have you ever played the Tales series? I played a bit of Symphonia and Abyss, never finished either of them. I prefer Fall Guys in FF14. Oh yeah, they put Fall Guys in FF14. I forgot about that. Good evening, Dennis. You're playing as Nolan North? I am. So how do you feel about Diddy Kong being invalidated by Dixie Kong in Donkey Kong Country Returns HD? Look, Dixie was already the best Kong, so it was just an inevitability. Happy Cortex Friday. Oh, it's Monday. It's Cortex Monday! It's Cortex Monday, don't you know? You know about the game Pitfall? I've heard of Pitfall. I've never actually played it, though.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
To recall correctly, Nolan North was Deadpool. Was. He doesn't play Deadpool anymore, but yes. He was Deadpool in a few different things, like Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, specifically. What are your thoughts on DK Bonanza? I wasn't huge on DK Bonanza. I did beat it, but I was left kind of disappointed outside of the finale. The finale was amazing. I overshot that. The finale of Bonanza was amazing, but otherwise I found the game pretty disappointing. Thoughts on Life Pharaoh's Marvel Rivals video? Oh, that Marvel Rivals video was great. I mean, I had to watch it in sessions because it was so long, but that was a great video. I'm gonna take the regular route to start. To the top of the stairs! To the top of the stairs! Bonanza is more Odyssey. If you didn't like Odyssey, I doubt Bonanza will win you over. Yeah, I wasn't huge on Odyssey either. And, like, granted, Bonanza does change things of the Odyssey formula that, like, for the better. But then also adds things I'm just, like, still not huge on. And granted, it's not a case where I'm like, I don't get the appeal where, like, you know, I think this game's an overrated flop. No. I get why it's clicked with people as much as it has. It just hasn't clicked much with me. How much Grapple Dog you play? I actually don't even own Grapple Dog, but it's a game that, like, I've had my eyes on for a bit now. I'm like, that'd be neat. Wait, I just got a message. The villain went back downstairs. To the bottom of the stairs! To the bottom of the stairs! Love that video. Who would win in a fight, Sonic or Mario? In light of, like, Sonic Frontiers, I would absolutely say Sonic. I would definitely say Sonic now. Why the rush? Oh, you're right, yeah. Smell the flowers to the bottom of the stair. Okay, note to self, I can't do that shortcut in... Like, you technically can in CTR, like classic CTR, but I'm not good at it. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. It's cold today. Not huge on how cold it is, but, you know, it's a good day. Let's get it this time. Yeah! How good this game is. I am good at CTR, but like a lot of the like shortcuts, a lot of like the high-tech shortcuts, I'm better at in Nitro Fueled than I am in here. Like the one I tried to do, I can do it just fine in Nitro Fueled, but in this game I struggle with. Like here, let me show you. Let's see if I can get it this time. Oh, I actually did it this time! Okay, I disproved my entire point. Thoughts on Mario Kart World? I liked World. I didn't love it. There are a lot of things about it I wasn't huge on, but overall I liked it. Do you think World will get DLC eventually? I think so. No, I don't think it'll be soon, but I think it will eventually happen. Thoughts on the Legend of Spyro series? I never actually played Legend of Spyro. But it's always something that intrigued me. Like, I've heard it's not great, but I'm like, it seems intriguing at least. Not because Nitro Fueled's cards are slightly faster than you were struggling with some shortcuts. It's both a speed thing, but also a physics thing. Like, the physics of Nitro Fueled feels different than the original game. Have you played a Hero's Tale? Yeah, back in the day I did play Hero's Tale. Oh, you're not doing well, Andrew? I'm sorry that you're, sorry to hear you're sick right now. Hope you feel better soon. Realize that in the wheels in the original CTR, the 2D sprite. That's true! Yes, the wheels on the cars in this game are 2D sprites. Curious to know when you first got this game. I think this was a Christmas gift? But yeah, this was, as far as I recall, the first video game I ever played. I had this game back when I was like 4 years old. Thoughts on the Ratchet and Clank film? I never saw it. I never saw the Ratchet and Clank movie. Favorite Sonic character? It's pretty much a tie between Tails and Blaze. I really like both of them, when they're written well. Which, as we all know, Tails kind of had a phase where he wasn't being written amazingly. But he's better now. Tails got better. Is it weird to like Silver? No, I wouldn't say it's weird. Did I see your I don't think I saw it, Master Marks. I'm sorry if I miss your messages. There's a lot of people messaging, and I'm also in the middle of playing, so I can't promise I see every single message, let alone respond to every single message. So tis nothing personal if I miss your message. Titans DS should be talked a tad bit more than it should. I haven't played Titans DS yet. I picked up a copy of it a couple years ago, but I have not played it yet. They're playing Sly for the first time. I gotta get back to playing Sly. I'll admit, I don't know if I'm gonna finish Sly on stream, if I'm gonna stream it some more, or if I'm gonna just play it on my own time. Have you 100% cross rolls yet? Not yet. I'm working towards it. It just takes forever to get those, to get the horns. The horns take so long to unlock. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish, finishing on maybe more of these. I mean, hey, I gotta give you guys a treat. If you're gonna, you know, be a member, y'all gotta, you know, get something out of it. But yeah, again, I don't know if I'm gonna finish Sly on stream, or if I'm just gonna play it on my own time. We'll see. Is Race Park the best place to grind in Crosswell? Yes. Because every single time you finish a loop of the rivals, you start getting more and more tickets every single time with the next loop. So eventually you're going to be getting like 70 tickets every 3 races, not counting the tickets you get from actually racing. So Race Park would be the best way to grind. I wonder if Ben knows about House of the Dead. I've never played House of the Dead, but I'm familiar with it. I know it exists. Oh, no need to apologize, Indestructible. Enjoy the emojis.
What, you call that racing? Forget about it. If you's gonna face Oxide, you's gonna have to get past me first. I'm the speed champion here, and I'm gonna save the oil. For a sizable fee, of course.
I love this guy. Pinstripe is still amazing. I just love, I'm the speed champion. The speed champion. Alright, let's go take on Pinstripe. Got any tips on editing videos? I have to think about that. Take care, Shadow N. I'm trying to think of some tips. I gotta think about that. Oh. I tried to cut into the turn to get past the bowling bomb, and I cut it too tight.
Say good night.
Right back at you, Pinstripe. What was that, Pinstripe?
Too bad.
What was that you were saying? Whoa, hold on. Whoa, okay. I'd probably say Sage, my favorite Sonic character, is memory, especially relationship with Eggman's very fasting. That's fair. Also, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much.
You're mine.
Very appreciated. Oh, he bounced off his head. Chat, we might be in danger. Oh, no, never mind. Okay.
Watch your back.
Hold on. I'll make the jump. Ah, I didn't make the jump! Ah, crud. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to play catch up.
Say good night.
Ow. go. Nope. Oh. Aha! Got him. And I have the missiles ready for next time. Should I buy Frog on one Encore? If you're gonna buy just one, I'd say Encore, but I'd say there's no harm in getting both.
Watch your back.
It's a Potoroo. It's the species that Pinstripe is. Marsupial, I believe. I believe Potoroos are marsupials. I know so little about Sonic, I don't know who Sage is. She's from Sonic Frontiers. She's a...
Yeah, right.
No, Pinstripe, that is where she's from. I screwed that up so bad. I only have myself to blame because he does not...
Have some of
He does not put miles on the track, so that was entirely my doing.
Watch your back.
Can we all agree that the music in Sonic Frontiers is awesome music? Of course! Yes, even Engine agrees! Wait, hold on.
Watch your back.
Where'd that bomb come from? Pinstripe's behind me. Where'd that bomb come from?
Watch your back.
Didn't you review Tory 3D once? Yeah, I talked about it in my Games of the Year video back in 2021. There we go. Beat him on my first try. Yeah, have some of this, Pinstripe. Of course you lost. You had a key in your tire. Panic Power. Well, enjoy watching your live stream, and I watched the last videos. Good luck with Oxide. You got this. Thank you. Now I'm the speed champion.
So, you's beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be as lucky with Oxide. Here's a key for your troubles. Oh, brother.
Any tips for middle school? I technically never went to middle school because the school district I was in didn't have middle school. It went from, elementary school went from kindergarten to grade 7, and then you were straight into high school from grade 8 to grade 12. Could you do Oxide last? Sure, I'll do Oxide last. We'll go take on Oxide after we've done everything else. Wait, are we in the final area of CTR? Yep! Yes, hey, we're in the final stretch. What age did I graduate high school? Age 18. I was 18 years old when I graduated. Have you seen Nintendo High? No, I haven't. At least I don't think I have. It doesn't ring a bell. We have all 16 trophies, all 4 keys. So let's go save our progress and then go get some more tokens and relics. Okay, straight. You never been in middle school after elementary school? Yep, I went straight to high school because that's how our school district worked. We didn't have a middle school. What experience do you have with Mega Man? I've played a few of the classic games, most of the X games, played the Zero games, and that's it. Can we get some Dash food from Yoshi's? I want their kids' meal. Good question. Hello, Metal Wolf. Metal Wolf ZX. Glad to have you here. I'm trying to remember where the tokens are on this level. One over here? Nope. You lied to me, Engine. Oh, there's one. Okay. I got one of them. opinions on the Freedom Planet games. The first Freedom Planet is pretty good. Second Freedom Planet's amazing. Freedom Planet 2 is so good. Ow. Have I read the DC Sonic crossover? I have not. I've heard good things, but I've not read it. Where's the T? Oh, it's right there. Nice try, buddy. Yeah, let's see if I can get it this time. Nope.
One on your road.
Okay, let's try that again. No. Engine! I said no! Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, what are the odds of that happening? I watched Tsunami at night as a kid. Nah, I did not. Get out of the way, Coco! Get out of the way! Oh, I'm not got enough speed to get that out. Oh, Coco, you jerk. Yeah, no, I have to restart. Because Coco messed it up for me. That's okay. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. That's also on me. Wow. I missed those badly. If I do a Crash game, have me another Crash 4, but better. Twin Sanity-ish, or something like TP Quest or Sega fan game. I don't know. I don't really know what I'd want out of a new Crash game, to be honest. I haven't really thought that far, because I kind of just accept the fact that Crash is just in a dormant state, and Microsoft and Activision clearly don't know what to do with the series, so I'm just like, not really in wishful, like, oh, I can't wait for a new Crash game. I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There we go. There we go, got them all. Did I see the leaked picture of CTR2? Yes, I did see that. But also knowing, again, knowing Microsoft, it's entirely possible that it's just concept art for a game that was in development that then got canceled behind the scenes, because that's the state we're in with Microsoft. Doubles, we take those. I know what to do with the series, just make a new one. Isn't that simple? See, it is that simple. However, Activision didn't like the fact that Crash 4 didn't sell a bajillion copies, so they don't know what to do with the series anymore. They're like, we can't make infinite money off of a single-player 3D platformer that doesn't have live service elements or microtransactions. Well, thank you for the $4.99. Would you do a video on a hypothetical Crash Bandicoot pot game? I'm not sure what you mean there, Instructor Bill. Will I do a video on like a hypothetical, like if I were to make a Crash game kind of thing? Is that what you mean? Okay, if I were to make it like my own Crash game. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'd do a video on it, but like I'm thinking about if I were to make my own Crash game, what would I do? Actually, no, I know what I would do. I would... Promise I still just can't type. Nah, it'd be like that, Bill. I completely understand. I think what I would do if I were to make a Crash game, assuming a mainline game, not like a spin-off, is I would do one where instead of the villain being like Cortex or Entropy or Embryo or something like that, I'd want it to be a focus on the mutants. Like, imagining like Pinstripe or something forming together like a mafioso consisting of mutants, and those being the villains of the game. Because I think with how much Crash 4 focused specifically on the scientist villains, I'm like, I think it'd be neat if the next one they focus more on the mutants and like show like what they're up to, no longer under Cortex's command. I think that could be neat. I missed them. I'm definitely not getting all of these. I'll try my best, but I make no promises. Like if the Titans became actual characters, something like that. New Crash Gamer's objective is to kill Viscount. I don't think we're ever seeing Viscount again. He had his chance with Nitro Fueled, and he is never coming back. I'd be shocked if they brought him back. And Cortex is the last second villain. Nope, nope. Keep Cortex out of it. I'd say the challenge would be keep Cortex completely out of it. Or if you're gonna bring him back, like lean into his like storyline at the end of Crash 4, where like he was on vacation and then Uka Uka's back, so like he's doing something with Uka Uka maybe. But like, don't make him the main villain again. Then you give the Komodo Brothers a good boss fight. True! Then the Komodo Brothers can finally have a good boss fight. I missed a bunch, but that's okay. I will get them on the final lap. Favorite non-video game YouTuber? Well, that's a good question. I'm trying to think about which YouTubers I'm subscribed to right now. Which is how you go about it. I don't know. We're playing hypothetical. I don't know the specifics in this case. New game called Cortex Chillin' at the Beach. Amazing. Cortex Vacation Simulator. Oh, I'm definitely not getting gold now. Oh, I missed a box. Oh, that's not good. I at least want to get gold. I don't need platinum, I just want gold. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This level's kind of notorious when it comes to getting the platinum, so the entire time I was just like, I really hope I can at least get the gold. Favorite video game, movie, and/or cartoon series. I'm off the top of my head, I'd say probably the Sonic 3 movie. I really like that one. It's so weird looking at Megumi's original design in this game. I'm so used to how she looks in Nitro Fuel that seeing this version of her is like, that feels weird.
Ray, you burn a relic.
Let's see if I can nail it. There we go, close enough. Least favorite video game, movies, and cartoon show. Think about that. A Nation. We're on CTR challenges now. Like CTR challenges and relic races. Do you get anything for getting all platinums in this game, or not? No, you don't get anything for platinums in this game. That's Nitrofield introduces that. I got an Uka Uka mask in 2nd place. I love item balancing. No. Y'all get out of my way! Once them exploded. There we go. Getting all platinums in Nitrofield, you unlock a special color palette for the cars. Best Marvel movie? If we're talking specifically MCU, I'd say probably Winter Soldier? Or one of the Guardians movies. You have to get that C. Do you play Cosmic Invasion? I have not played Cosmic Invasion. Oh, best Donkey Kong Country cartoon episodes. See, I've seen a lot of, like, out-of-context clips from the show, or, like, just general clips. But there's only a handful of episodes I've actually watched front to back, most of which were in the Legend of the Crystal Coconut DVD, or video cassette originally. So I have to go off of those, and between all of those, I'd say the Amnesia episode. Mostly because it had, like, the only 2 songs I actually liked in the show. Got it. Favorite DreamWorks film? It's like a tie between Prince of Egypt and Wild Robot. Well, those movies are fantastic. Is there a way to watch the DK show nowadays? I think it's on YouTube. Pretty sure the episodes are on YouTube. Oh yeah, and there's the Metalhead song. That song's fun. The ultimate flex in Nitro Fuel. Digital entropy in the champion cart with Velo decal, platinum paint, and the master wheels. True. Now granted, I wouldn't use that combo myself, but true. Progress on Calico. Calico is going very well right now, behind the scenes. I'm not ready to show more stuff yet, but there's been a lot of great stuff going on behind the scenes. Favorite out-of-context moment from the DKC cartoon? Oh. I'd have to go, I had to go find the clip, but, it's the scene where, Cranky and Funky are in the plane, and Cranky's trying to talk to Funky, but Funky can't hear him properly because the jet engine, not jet engine, because just the plane engine. So finally, Cranky's like, "Is there some way we can communicate?" Funky turns off the plane and is like, "Okay, let's communicate." And then Cranky's like, "What'd you do? Turn the engine off." "What's holding us up?" "Nothing." And they just plummet to the ground at terminal velocity. It's so funny. Locking in. Made that one. Why is it a 1 second box right there? The Metalhead robot is in Smash Bros. LOL. Toon DK's Echo Fight. I didn't even know there was a Toon DK. You hear about Banjo Recompiled? Yes, I did! I sure did. Doom now runs on Banjo-Kazooie. It do be like that. Okay. Favorite character in Nitro Field? I main a few characters. I main Engine, Pinstripe, and Megumi, like first and foremost, those three. Those three are my usual go-to. Again, Engine, Pinstripe, or Megumi. Okay, got it. Let's Vin. Okay, not getting that box. Alright, chat, do you think we can get gold on my first go? I go with Coco, Tana, Liz, Megami, and Hunter. That's a pretty good set. Uh-oh. Come on, Engine. Let's lock in. It's gonna be close. I'm not gonna be able to get every box, so... It depends on how fast we were racing. Come on. Yeah! Oh! That was a lot closer. Have you seen the fan-made Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoon where the coyote uses Mario power-up? No, I haven't. I have not. The stream started at 23:06. Thank you, David. You know, I will admit, David, when you first started doing those comments about, like, you know, this stream started at this time, this post was posted at this time, this video went up at this time, I will fully admit, when you first started that, I was a little irritated by it. I'm like, was this dude gonna stop? But I'll be real, you've done it so long now that it's like, it puts a smile on my face when I see you post it. I was like, you know, you keep at it. It's your bit, and I like that you've committed so much to it. So, more power to you, David. Stockholm Syndrome. No, I wouldn't say it's Stockholm Syndrome. It's more changing a mind. More change of mind of, like, you know, it's not annoying. It's charming. Take care, Dragon Reaper. Tigon almost fell off the track right there. An acquired taste, if you will. That's one way to put it. Alright, the C was there. There's the R. Let's try that again. You watch the movie Zootopia? I've seen Zootopia. It's pretty good. Not like an absolute favorite, but it's pretty good. I have the speed to make this one, but I'm gonna try. Never mind! Forgot I said that. Get out of the way, Crash. I know it's called Crash Team Racing, but get out of here. Get blown up. we go. Got everything we need. You watched the second trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie? I did, and I said this earlier, I was whelmed. I don't know, I just look at the Mario Galaxy movie and I'm just like, okay, so it's just more of the same as the first one, of just a lot of Easter eggs, probably a pretty basic plot. I don't know. I was kind of hoping that they'd, especially with being the Mario Galaxy movie, there was a part of me that was naively hoping that it would be like that they'd up the ante a little bit more, but it doesn't really seem like that's what they're doing. Which, I mean, I don't blame them, because, you know, despite all of our criticisms, that movie made over $1 billion, so why change what's broken? Or, in their eyes, sorry, why fix what's not broken, is what I mean. Or, like, at least what they think is not broken. How do you feel that Coyote versus Acme is finally coming out? I'm excited for that. I remember when I first read the premise of that, I was like... Again, I remember when I first read the premise of that, I'm like, that sounds amazing. So I was really sad when it was like, you know, they canceled it, then they, but the fact that it's finally coming out, I will go see that. I'll play it safe. All know the elimination formula. They play it safe, make $1 billion, and repeat with her next week. And it's a shame, honestly, because, like, I've read stories about how, like, as a company, Illumination is actually one of the best mainstream animation studios to actually work at, because they treat their employees well. They're super anti-AI, so it's like it's great. It's just a shame that they make these like super plays it safe in one year and out the other movies. It's like you could do so much more, but you choose to play it so safe. I imagine we'll be getting some Galaxy and the Mario Galaxy movie on for the second half. Yeah, that's probably what it'll be. It's like, another BenjaMage stream, another stream I'm late to. Oh, better late than never, paid cans. Hey, what'd you miss? Well, we are currently in the final world of the game. How will the baby versions of Mario and Luigi show up in the movie with the adult versions? I didn't see the trailer. We did see them with Yoshi briefly, but they didn't give context to how they're babies. They did not elaborate on that in the trailer. I thought the first Mario movie was great, actually way better than the Sonic movies. Nah, agree, disagree. I prefer the Sonic movies. Did you watch the show Danny Phantom? A little bit. We didn't have cable for much of my life growing, like for much of my childhood. Oh, let's try it again. Again, we didn't have cable for much of my childhood growing up. If I ever wanted to watch something on cable, I'd have to go to my my grandmother's place. So, didn't watch a ton of cable-based shows growing up. I catch some shows at my grandmother's house, but there wasn't like any show that I watched all of, kind of thing. I did watch a lot of Sonic X though at my grandmother's place. I loved Sonic X. Oh, I messed that up so bad. That's Sonic X season. I'd have to go back and rewatch the series, because I haven't watched the series since I was a kid. I do remember being really into the Metarex storyline, but I have no idea if that holds up at all. Favorite episode? Again, I'd have to go back and like rewatch the show to refresh my memory. It's been so long. Season 3 is now on Netflix, the other service. I actually have never had a Netflix account. Thoughts on Shadow when you first saw him? Well, I saw him in Sonic Adventure 2, and immediately I thought he was just he was like an evil Sonic. I'm like, Sonic's got an evil copy, and then you know the whole thing of like, oh no, he's not evil Sonic. Oh, there we go. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, man. W. William, what will you do? Oh yeah, I pretended I was a bar of soap and gave them all the slip. See, I would have forgotten about that line if it weren't for the fact that, like, anytime a YouTube video talks about Sonic X, they almost always use that clip specifically. So I'm just not allowed to forget that line. I mean, granted, it's a funny line. It is a very funny line. But again, I would have completely forgotten about it if it weren't for YouTube. Ah. Except that jump. Well, I'm not getting all the boxes. I watched the dub. I watched the dub of Sonic X. Did you watch any other Sonic shows? I owned the first half of Sonic Underground on DVD. Man, that show is not good, but like, in a fascinating way, it's not good. It's definitely not boring, that's for sure. Would like to see Amy voice in Sonic 4. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea who I'd want Amy to be voiced by. Have you seen Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog? I've seen memes. Never actually watched the show, though. Never actually watched Adventures of Sonic. Did you watch Super Mirrors? I've seen the first episode. I have seen the first episode of that show. How about Sonic OVA? I saw Sonic OVA a long time ago. I remember when I watched it, but I saw it years ago. Have you played Titans of the Tide? I have not. I'm not much of a SpongeBob guy. So I have indeed not played it. Did you watch Sonic Boom? I did not. I saw out of context clips on social media. Never actually watched the show, though. Did you do the gem cup yet? No, I'm gonna get all of the tokens before I do the start doing the gem cups. So yeah, haven't done the gem cups just yet. Take out the C. I watched Sonic Boom as a kid and loved it. Thing is, the funny thing in my case is I was already like almost in I was almost out of high school by the time that show started. Because Sonic Boom started in 2014. I missed the R. Sonic Boom started in 2014. I would have been 17 at that point then. So like I was almost out of high school when Sonic Boom started. Which I wasn't really watching TV in general at that point. Like, again, I already wasn't much of a TV watcher, and I definitely wasn't at that age. I was a gamer. You ever played Pokemon? Not a lot of it. I have played some Pokemon, but again, not a lot. What was the last show you watched? The last show I really kept up with, like, you know, with my family, we'll still watch, I'll still watch some, like, reality shows, like, we love watching, like, Survivor and Amazing Race. But beyond those, the last show I'd say I really was watching, which, I'm waiting for it to come back on air because it's in mid-season break, is, Matlock, the new Matlock show. That has been really, really good. Doing an art challenge to celebrate Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Wish you luck. Good luck! Good luck with that. You watch 16? Yeah, actually, I am more familiar with 16 than I am with Total Drama. Like, I never watched Total Drama, but I did catch a couple episodes of 16 growing up. Which Spider-Verse film do you prefer, Into or Across? I love what they did visually with Across, but narratively I prefer Into. Seen Disventure Camp? I have not. I have not seen. I've never even heard of Disventure Camp. Yeah, again, I think Across does some beautiful things with an animation, and I really dig the Spot as a villain. But overall, I prefer Into. What about Battle for Dream Island? I have never heard of Battle for Dream Island. I have no idea what that is. Who was your favorite character in 16? I liked Jude. Jude was my favorite. I don't remember why Jude was my favorite, but he just was. To be fair, Across is a part 1 supposed to standalone film. That is true. So Spectacular Spidey, 90s one, or PlayStation. Of those three, I'd say probably Spectacular. Yeah, probably Spectacular. Start watching those live-action police shows. My dad watches those shows. Ah! That actually reminds me, there was a time when recently where like one of our shows was getting delayed because of something else going on in the States. I don't remember what it was. But in the block during that point, since, you know, we live in Canada, they played one of those, not cop show, but like it was a show about airport investigation of like, I missed that joke so badly. It was like airport security. It was a show just about actual airport security cases, and it was done in like a style similar to a cop show. It was like, huh. I don't remember what it was called. Oh man, I'm messing up. Oh, Aaron, when Bill says yes, he means he agrees with every single one of those. Also, yes, Israel, voice acting is the plan for Calico. To what extent, to be determined, but ideally we are going to have voice acting. Gonna be such a perfectionist. This course has a very long and this course, a course this long has very generous gold time up. True. But what if I were a perfectionist? Because I am. Yeah, that's another thing with Into the Spider-Verse, as Figna totally brought up. Into single-handedly, like, changed the course of the animation industry. Of, like, you know, all these companies actually doing experimental things with their animation instead of just trying to copy Disney and Pixar. And I'll forever respect it for that. But shouldn't a true perfectionist be willing to get perfectly imperfect runs as well? Okay, you make a fair point, Woo Master, but I'm choosing to ignore that point right now. Because I am choosing to be stubborn for the funny. You make me trip on my own work. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, no, the funny's over. The funny's over. No more funny. This is now a serious stream. We can only talk about serious things. Like, taxes. We can only talk about taxes now. Not funny. Didn't laugh. What was your favorite Hat in Time level? I really dug Murder on the Owl Express. That level was sick. Taxes are so taxing on taxidermy. Wait. Sorry, wait. Taxes are so taxing on taxidermy. There we go. Had to match the beat of the boost. If I somehow don't get gold after all this, I'm gonna be very sad. You're a cart pusher at Walmart in Arizona. Well, I hope your job treats you decently. CTR, new taxidermy strats have been unlocked. Alright. Nearly done with this track. Again, I really hope this gets me a gold. I do like this track, but it's like, I don't necessarily want to do another run of it, because it is a long track. I missed that box. Hey! Has anyone seen Trev? I haven't seen Trev today. I haven't seen him in the live chat, or at least if he's messaged in the live chat, I missed him. Go. Thoughts on school lunch? I always just pack my own lunches. I never really had the school lunches. Check your Kofi just in case. All right, I'll take a quick look. Checking my email. Nope, nothing. Nothing. All right. Sleep well, Israel. You have school tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to bed. I have bed tomorrow. If only it were that. If that was simple. Of like, I want to sleep. I have to sleep tomorrow. That'd be nice. But anyway, take care, Israel. Come on. Sorry, I'm just clicking on something.
Ray, you earned a relic.
One more. Letting me log in. There we go. For the life of me, I could not remember my password on this. I was just opening something up, but it had me re-log in. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember my password. Anyway. Have you seen Wish? If so, any thoughts on it? I did not see Wish. Like, I had a mild interest when they first announced it. More and more they showed of it, though I'm like, I think I'm good. And then when it came out, I heard it was terrible. I'm like, I'm good. I missed. Well, I already messed up this run. Nah, I really messed up that run. Let's try that again. Have you played Sackboy Big Adventure? I did not end up playing that. I heard it was alright. Good job, Engine. I've always dug the music of this arena. I really like the Nitro Court theme. Get that one. We'll snake between these two. Like we're doing Driver's Ed. Okay, let's go get this one. Let's do some snaking to speed things up. Have you played Dreams? I did play Dreams. I didn't play like a ton, but I liked it. I liked how I played a bit. It's a shame that support for that ended as soon as it did. Like, I know that people still use it, but like official support in general having ended as quick as it did is unfortunate. Oh. Hello, Gianfranco. Game Over. Game Over. Oh yeah, Game Oververse. Yes, I saw the trailer for that. That looks really good.
Too bad.
That show looks really good. I do like how the map themes, the battle themes change instruments during roll. Yeah, it's neat. Have you seen Sinners? I did not see. I didn't see Sinners. I actually have not seen any new movies since Sonic 3. Like I saw none of the new movies from 2025. Have you seen Crash Bash Live? I've heard of it. Never really seen it though. What's your favorite mythical creature? Ooh, well, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Not even K-pop Demon. Nope, haven't even seen K-pop Demon Hunters. Favorite mythical creature? That's tough. Doing a live stream of Crash Bash eventually. The idea is I'm basically marathoning the Crash series, so eventually I will play. Eventually I will play Crash Bash. I'm simple. I love dragons. Dragons are up there for me. Dragons are definitely up there for me. The werewolf's pretty cool too. What's your favorite Astrobot level? I have not played Astrobot. Are you gonna 100% Crash Bash? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You think a Spyro film could have worked? They were going to do a Spyro film. They were going to do an adaptation of The Legend of Spyro, and it was from the director of Aragon. Which, you all know my thoughts about Aragon. See? Even Engine knows. So yeah, that movie would have probably not been very good. So it's probably a good thing that movie never got made. Do you have a favorite YouTube cover artist? I'd say probably Johnny Atma. I'd say probably Johnny Atma. Which he put out a new cover today. I haven't watched it yet, but... Yes, I haven't watched the Pizza Tower cover yet. Okay, so for those who may not know or remember, because it's been a few years since I covered it. Oh, KT Martin, I don't think it went through. Ah! Do not read the script. Oh, the script leaked? Oh no. How bad was it, Clockru? How bad did it get? But anyway, Aragon was the first book in a series of, like, teen, young adult fantasy novels called The Inheritance Cycle. First book was kind of rough, but it got better. The later books got better. Then they did a film adaptation for it in 2006. And it was bad. It was bad. But then they made Aragon movie tie-in games. And I reviewed those back in 2021. Some of them were bad, some of them were actually pretty good. Who would you trust to do a Mega Man movie? I don't know if I want a Mega Man movie. It's just one of those franchises that's like, I don't know if that really translates well to film. Oh, so hey QG, how you doing? Okay, Polar. It's time for you to stop being so much of a menace. So you know what? Get Terminator Orb. Did you see QG's video on Imposters? I've not seen it yet. It's on my watch later list. I will watch it at some point. Haven't gone around to it yet.
Too bad.
More interested in the Mega Man, sorry, not X-Men 97 style revival and opening Mega Man. That's fair. That could be interesting. I don't know. I'm also not as, like, immediately sold on video game movies, because, like, I feel like a lot of video game movies miss the whole the interactivity part of a video game, and, like, how that's such a key element to a lot of video games being as good as they are. So it's like, the moment you take that out and try to translate to film, it's not going to translate nearly as well, which you have to do something more specific to make it work. Which is why I like what they do with the Sonic movies. Like, I feel like those translated to film pretty well. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want it to actually take place in Sonic's world, not in Earth. But, like, I'll be real. If I'm watching a Sonic movie that's just Sonic running around Green Hill Zone and, like, all these other Sonic-y worlds, I'm going to be sitting here thinking, I want to play this. I don't look at the Sonic movies and think, I want to play this. I think, I want to watch them. Which I'd say, mission accomplished in that regard. But, like, if you want an example of the opposite, look at how many people... Look what a lot of people said about the Uncharted movie. And how, you know, they ripped set pieces straight from the games into movie form, and they did not have the same impact. And that's because these set pieces were as impressive as they were in the game because you were playing through them. Just watching them on screen, they just look goofy. When you actually play through them, they feel great. And that's not to say you can't make a video game movie good. You definitely can. But I think it's part of the reason why so many weren't. they cast Tom Holland of all actors as Nathan Drake because Tom Holland was relevant. The funny thing is, if they had made that movie just a couple years before, Mark Wahlberg probably would have made a really good Nathan Drake. Like an adult Nathan Drake, to clarify. But then instead they cast him as young Sully, and it's like, that's just weird. What about the Pokemon films? How they do video game films? Well, those are basically just like extensions of the anime, so that's a little bit different. They're more like anime films than they are video game films. Have you seen Freebirds? I saw that in theaters. That was a wild trip. That was a wild ride of a movie. Was it make Detective Pikachu? That's true. Detective Pikachu is more of an actual video game movie. However, I can give no opinion on that one because I never saw Detective Pikachu. So I have no thoughts on that one. But again, I haven't seen on Uncharted either, but that one I could see what the issue was going to be right from the get-go, and going off of every review I've seen of it, oh look, the thing I predicted was going to be the issue with it ended up being the issue with it. Can you do Pokemon impressions? Not really. Favorite Pokemon movie? I mean, I only saw a couple of them, and the only one that I like really remember anything, like actually remember liking, was Pokemon 3. All the other ones I saw I didn't like. Go away, Polar. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. What crossworld track do you think would fit in CTR? If we're talking from a level design perspective and less a like thematic perspective, honestly, what's it called? Urban Canyon. Because Urban Canyon has so many twisty and windy roads that I'm like, I think that would actually suit, I think that would suit CTR's control scheme pretty well. At least on paper. You know that Mortal Kombat had a short-lived Saturday morning cartoon? I did know about that. And I think that's hilarious. Of like, oh yeah, the Saturday morning cartoon of Mortal Kombat. And again, this was the 90s. This is when, like, anything that was marketable would get a Saturday morning cartoon, even if it was not at all appropriate to do so. Wasn't there a RoboCop kids show, too? Casino Factor was a bikini movie. No, I missed it. Thoughts on every Land Before Time movie? Oh, no. See, Shannon, you say that, but I've actually seen all of them. I've actually seen all the Land Before Time movies. Well, let's go with the easy fact. First movie, genuinely really good movie. It's the only one I'd call a genuinely really good movie. From there, the only other ones I can say I liked were the 10th one, which thematically actually felt like a follow-up to the first one. Like, it wasn't amazing, but like, you know, it actually, again, had a kind of a thematic follow-up point to the original movie. And it's like, okay, in that regard, it was pretty good. And the other one I liked was 7. Because that one's just ridiculous. That one just gets so ridiculous in, like, dumb but fun ways that, like, I kind of like that one too. Like, just to give an idea of how ridiculous that one gets, there's this race of dinosaurs, these strange dinosaurs that they meet early on in the film that no one knows where they came from. And at the very end of the movie, it's confirmed that these dinosaurs were aliens. Like, it's bonkers. It is such a bonkers movie, but it's, like, entertainingly bonkers. And, like, the whole plot of the movie is, like, a bunch of characters seeking out this, this MacGuffin called the Stone of Cold Fire, thinking it's, like, this, you know, super-powered artifact. In reality, it's a comet. It's just a comet that hit the Earth. But they all think it's, like, this super-powerful, mystical artifact that whoever gets it, will gain immense power. It was so ridiculous. What's that blue energy orb, blue turtle shell like? Oh, that is, the warp orb. If I fire it, whoever's in first place will get shocked. I will super chat $5 if you replicate a glitch on Coco Park I've never seen replicated online. You know what, why not? We're at the finish line. Oh, I thought it was gonna go in a circle. I thought it was gonna go in a circle like the blue shells do. Guess not. Live Overtime 3, Time of Great Giving. That one was okay. Like, it's one of the better sequels, from what I remember. Actually, no. Time of Great Giving. I don't remember now. A lot of them are a blur in my memory. 4 I remember liking. 2 wasn't great, but it at least had a funny villain song. Alright, take care, Kitsy Cat. Have I seen the Simpsons movie? I have not. Yeah, Land Before Time 2 has one of the funniest villain songs I've ever seen. Like, the songs in that movie are, like, bad, but the villain song is hilarious. Well, on my copy of the game, if you hop in the pond at the same time you finish the lap, it bugs the audio. I'll try. Okay, I will try that. The song's just called Eggs. If anyone wants to look up this song for themselves, from Land Before Time 2, it's called Eggs. It is so bad, but in a hilarious way. It is... You have to see it to believe it. That said, outside of those rare exceptions, most of the, Oh yeah, Selby son, you got it. When I wake up, first thing I do, eggs, is look around for something to chew. Exactly. My sisters and I have heard it so many times that, like, we know that song by heart now. Okay, let's try and get in the pond right as I cross the finish line. Ah, I messed it up. No. Sorry, Celebi. I didn't get it. Don Bluth had no involvement with the sequel. Now, he did not work on any of the sequel. The only sequel to one of his films that he directly worked on was Bartok the Magnificent, which was the Anastasia spin-off, I guess. But yeah, he didn't work on the Land Before Time sequels. He didn't work on American Tail sequels. He definitely didn't work on Secret of Nim 2. Is Don Bluth still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. happened in Land 4 Time 10? The main plot beat is big. I don't know why, but basically all of the long necks, as they're called, were migrating. And Littlefoot went to follow them, just trying to figure out what was going on. And among all that, he... thank you, Celebi. Thanks for giving it a shot. Sorry I couldn't replicate it, but I appreciate the $5. I screwed that up. See first episode of Chaos Case Files. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it after stream. I'm gonna have to watch it after stream. Anyway, so what I was saying with Land 4 Time 10 is that among all that, a huge plot beat is the fact that among the Longneck clan, pack, is Littlefoot's, main character Littlefoot's father, who is a character that they never really addressed in the original movie. And it's been one of those things that's yeah, where would his father be? And they finally actually address it. And they very directly, for the first time in ages, they directly address the plot of the original movie, which almost none of the sequels actually do because the first movie's way darker than the sequels were. So they actually address it, and it's oh, that's really cool. And it's very thematically tied into the first movie. It's the first sequel that actually feels like a direct sequel to the original. Yeah, it's not one of those mysteries you think about. No, the dad wasn't a deadbeat. It's basically at the start of the early on in the first Land 4 Time, there's a giant earthquake that separates a ton of dinosaurs from their families. And as they reveal in Land 4 Time 10, that's what got him separated from his family. He got separated from the earthquake and just never reunited with them. First time catching you live, been a fan of HK. Thank you, Tiobo. I hope you enjoy the stream. Let's see if I can get it this time. Oh wait, I got a last lap as well. Ever seen Five Goes West? Yeah, I grew up off of Five Goes West. I don't know if it holds up, but I remember liking it a lot as a kid. I got 100 reported. Yeah. Have you seen Disney's House of Mouse? I didn't watch House of Mouse itself, but I have seen House of Villains, the Halloween special. I did watch that as a kid, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Do feel Land 4 Time 10 should have been the finale series. I just feel like it. If I recall reading that it was originally written to be, but then last minute they changed it because, they wanted to potentially make more sequels, but it definitely should have been the finale. You play Kingdom Hearts? I played a bit of Kingdom Hearts years ago, but I've been meaning to actually give the series a proper playthrough at some point. I'm gonna hop out soon, but thanks for the stream. My first Crash boss video was actually the first game you watched as a kid. Wow, that takes me back. That's a time capsule right there. The old Crash bosses video from 2012. That was 14 years ago, chat. Can you believe it's been 20 years since Sonic was 6? I can do you one better. Can you believe it's been 20 years since Crash Boom Bang? That game's 20 years old. I remember getting that for Christmas. On a scale of 1 to 10, how peak is it's our house now? That's a solid, a solid 9. I don't know if it's quite a 10, but it's a solid 9. But yeah, also that means Crash Bandicoot turns 30 years old this year. Almost 20 years of Bad... Oh, yeah! Lara Boy the Bad Apple turns 20 this year. Wasn't Steven Spielberg executive producer on American Tail and Land Before Time? Yes, he was! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I'm not ruining my perfect record. Purra, you're great. You're a good boy. Get out of my way. You were streaming with someone I need and today's BenjaMage stream. I'm sorry to hear that Keyblade Overlord, but I'm glad I've been able to help. I just watched the Egg song and it is glorious. See what I mean? It's so bad it's good. It's great. Like the lyrics are so bad, but it's like Jeff Bennett and Rob Paulson are going all out with it. It's like, yeah, they're having a fun time. They're having a real fun time with it. You remember that It's Our House video on Street Phyllis, man? I never saw Street Phyllis's It's Our House Now video.
Congratulations! You've won a gem.
Alright, it's time for the next Gem Cup, chat. It's time for the Blue Gem Cup. Is there a villain song you don't like? Oh, I could probably think of one off top. Like, I have to think about it, but I could probably think of one off the top of my head. Oh, I got one. Who here has seen the movie, Imagine Liu Kang fighting Darkseid. Oh, wait. Whoops. Who here has seen the movie Quest for Camelot? So, that's a movie I grew up with. It's not a great movie, but I've got a soft spot for it. It has one of the worst villain songs I've ever heard in my life. If you can even really count it as a song, it is bad. It is so bad. With this potion, I bought from some witches. Like, it is... Is it the song where the voice actor villain drank alcohol for a drink? Yes, yeah. Presumably he was drunk when he recorded for the song. Okay, I've got a soft spot for that movie, mostly due to nostalgia, but that song is so bad. That movie has a tiny game on GBA. Game Boy Color. There was a Game Boy Color. Which, fun fact, that game is available on the Switch. On the Switch Online, you can play the Quest for Camelot tie-in game. It's awful. I played that for like an hour out of morbid curiosity. It is so bad. Yeah, I'd say, Quest for Camelot's not a good movie, but it's at least an entertaining one. You're definitely not bored watching it. Did Gary Oldman do the singing or something else? No, Gary Oldman did the singing. Alright. Go ahead, Blueberry Bear. Then again, they say the gator scene from All Dogs Go to Heaven is weird. Unless I'm not even really aware of it. I've actually never seen All Dogs Go to Heaven. Oh, you didn't, Sonic Speed? This is, Crash Team Racing 64. Watch a lot of Shark Tale. I watched a fair bit of Shark Tale as a kid. I rewatched that movie last year with my dad. Wow, that movie's bad. Ow. Like, I remember, like, rewatching it, like, I used to think it was one of those, like, so bad it's funny movies, but rewatching it, I wasn't even finding it so bad it's funny, I just didn't like it. I was like, wow, this movie's just bad. Have you seen Hoodwinked? Yes, I have seen Hoodwinked! I watched that movie a bunch as a kid. Okay, actually, go back to Shark Tale. I will give it credit, it does have a couple of funny jokes. Like, genuinely funny jokes. The best joke in that movie is in the opening montage when they have, you know, don't worry about a thing is playing, you know, opening song, showing the fish lives, and then they cut to the sushi restaurant that has absolutely no customers, and the implications of the sushi restaurant is just really funny. But yeah, going back to Hoodwinked, I think that movie's really funny. I do agree the visuals look really bad, but like it's an indie studio. Okay, I can't blame them. But that writing, the writing of that movie holds up so well. Like that is a funny movie. We gotta do something, I know. The song was catchy, but the choreography was terrible. That said, I have seen Hoodwinked 2. Hoodwinked 2 is awful. Awful movie. Hold on, I saw something. Have you heard of a game called Escape from Ever After? It's a Paper Mario like and support. I actually got sent a code for that game from the developers. They sent me a Steam key for it. So I'll watch it at some point. Watch. Play. I'll play it at some point. Talk about movies too much. Did you watch the Story Keepers? I've never heard of Story Keepers. Have you seen Iron Giant? Yes, I have seen Iron Giant. I caught it on TV a few years back. That movie is really good. Favorite indie game that isn't Dust and Elysian Tale? Cuphead. Absolutely Cuphead. I love Cuphead a lot. I almost died there. Worst movie you've ever seen? Oh, I have seen a lot of bad movies. I'd have to really think about that. Stop with the missiles! Chill. I'm trying to think of what I would say is the worst movie I've seen. What would you say is the worst VeggieTales movie? Okay, it's funny you asked that question because my dad and I recently re-marathoned like the whole series. So, off the top of my head, what would I say is the worst episode? Okay, now, KT Martin, what is your pick for worst movie? I won't judge. I'm curious. Yeah, I didn't miss much Blueberry Bear. We're talking about movies now. So, yeah, KT Martin, what is your least favorite movie? Silly question, what's Calico's favorite real-life movie? Oh! You know, just for being as adventurous as he is, I feel like he would really enjoy Indiana Jones. I feel like Calico would really like Indiana Jones. Also, hello, Trev. Good to see ya. Storekeepers was a Christian cartoon based on Nero persecuting Christians. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I did see you say Lumberjack Man. Never heard of it, but I will take your word for it. Ow. Also, someone said, have you seen Food Fight? Yes, I've seen Food Fight. I'm gonna be honest with Food Fight. Once you get past the bad animation, I think Food Fight's just boring. I think Food Fight's just really boring. Have you ever read Bo? Yes, I used to read it when, I never owned any of the books, but... Bad origami material balance problem. Very not safe for work. Ah, okay. But yeah, Food Fight again, when I saw it, I was like, I was mostly bored. Like, yeah, the animation is terrible. Really terrible. But once you get past that, it's mostly just boring. And like every once in a while you have a moment where it's like, what am I looking at? Like, you know, the innuendos and stereotypes. But for most of the movie, I was just bored. The other day, someone did a mashup with the Engine Labs theme with Death Wish. Selby, are you on Bluesky? If you are, DM it to me on Bluesky, because I want to hear that. What I call my least favorite movie. I mean, I remember really not liking Cat in the Hat when I saw it, but like I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, so I don't know if I'd count that. Dougal's up there. I watched way too much of Dougal as a kid for my own good. And now looking back on it, I'm like, that movie is so bad. That movie's really bad. But, like, really bad in the usual, like, oh, it's a bad kids movie bad, so it's like, I don't know. What's my least favorite number? You know, I've never really cared for 17. I don't know, out of all the prime numbers, 17 is one that just... I don't know, it just bothers me.
Congratulations! You've won a gem.
I mean, that's mostly a joke answer. It's literally just the first number that came to mind as a song. No, a song? What am I talking about? A number that I would, like, I could pinpoint as a number I don't like. Thoughts on VeggieTales and Noah Arkansas? I've never seen that episode. I've seen the silly song from it. Didn't like it. Never seen the actual episode, though. Yeah, I know which episode it is. I know it has the in-the-house visuals, but I never saw the episode. The last video. The last one we watched, which the last one we owned, was Beauty and the Beat, which was the last episode to have the classic art style. And honestly, the episode's alright. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Alright. Can't stick around, but I just want to say hi and hope you had a great day. Well, thank you, Hero Mobius. I have had a great day. And I hope you've had a great day, too. It was funny, like, watching, that episode. You see Josh's recent episode on that video on Star. I haven't! I didn't know he did have the video on those. Send this on Bluesky. Alright, thank you. Why does Engine have a warhead in his head? Because of a science experiment gone wrong. The lore is that he used to be a weapons specialist, but due to a budget cut, an experiment went wrong and he got a experimental missile stuck in his head. And he had to basically use cybernetics on his face to be able to live. Would you agree how beautifully handled the moral story? Josh was a fan of it. I didn't think much about it. Like, I'm curious to hear what Josh's thoughts are, because I didn't think much about it. It's, a story about just, showing love to someone even if you feel they don't deserve it. Yeah, I'm talking about Josh Scorcher. Sorry, I should have clarified. Jim Carrey as the Grinch. Thoughts? I'm not huge on the movie as a whole. However, Jim Carrey as the Grinch is amazing. Both the acting and the makeup is fantastic. He sells that movie. But what would I wear? Oh yeah, Engine's, the N in Engine's name has never actually been revealed. We don't know what the N stands for. Alright, take care, Ty. Stop trying to shoot me, Cortex! I already have one missile in my head, I don't need another one. I have personally headcanoned Engine's first name as Nolan, entirely because Nolan North voiced him. So in my headcanon, his name is Nolan Jin. Stop with the missiles! Stop it! Wow. Missiles work way better in this game than they ever do in Nitro Fuel. Dinner with myself? I can't cancel that again! Hey, Cortex, this is your own right-hand man. Why are you trying to kill him? Nolan North as Engine. Wait, that's me. But him is me and me is him. I'm so confused! He's an idiot! Wait, that means I'm an idiot. Cut!
One for the road.
Rio never complained when I launched missiles at him. Well, thank you, Brayden. I did, actually, before I pursued game dev as a career, my original plan was I was actually going to go into voice acting. Why not both? You make a good point, Keyblade. You do make a good point. Wonder if Nolan North will voice Engine once again for old time's sake. Probably not. I'd love to hear him voice Engine again, but he'll probably won't end up playing the part anymore. I am making a game. Man, don't you hate it when you get hit by a missile in real life? You're just like, oh. Oh man, that's the 3rd time this week. But yeah, you know, fun story actually about me wanting to get into game development. I distinctly remember that one of the moments that made me realize I wanted to get into game development back in the day was actually the credit sequence in Tag Team, was seeing all these names, and specifically hearing Nolan North and Lex Lang make all these jokes about them. I distinctly remember thinking as a kid, I'm like, man, I want Engine to make fun of me in the video game credits. Why wouldn't Nolan North voice Engine does not love the Crash User? Oh no, he loves the character. It's more that that's just not who they have voicing him anymore. Now it's Corey Burton. So it's less about Nolan North and more just that that's just not who they have hired anymore. I miss when credits got to do silly things. Yeah, true! Oh, I love silly credits. And Tag Team is like one of the best in that regard. I want Engine to mock me. Quoted me, 2026. Remember the old Pixar, Disney, Blueberry? Of course I do! Those are classics. Alright, see ya, Selby. Okay, it's not what I was expecting for inspiration to get into game making. Well, it's not, it wasn't like just that, but like, it's just, I was already someone who really dug, like, making stuff up for, like, making my own games. It's always something that, like, was on my mind. I just didn't remember that Tag Team was one of those times where I remember thinking to myself, I'd love to make a game, and it was specifically, I'd love for Engine to make fun of me. I messed that up. I messed it up so bad. Can Calico have Pixar-style bloopers? I mean, probably not high priority, but that would be fun to do. Get out of the way, Tiny. The best Crash villain is cruising through. I actually got my super chat read by David Gallagher on his stream. They start Gamer Student. Neat! Oh, it's Riku's voice actor. Nice! Favorite Don Bluth film? I don't know. I haven't watched. It's been a while since I last watched a Don Bluth movie. The last one I watched was Land Before Time when I did that Land Before Time marathon a few years back. But I'd say probably. I don't know. Did you hear about Rebel Ross's new show being picked up? Glitch? You mean Gamerverse? Yes, I have. I am excited for that. Worst Land Before Time movie? I can't remember which one. I think it was like number 12? I think it was number 12. There was one that was called like The Wisdom of Friends or something like that. And it was bad. It was bad. It's 13. Okay, yeah, number 13. That was so bad. Did you watch the Amazing Digital Circus? Yes, I have. I watched that one. I started watching Digital Circus entirely because one of my buddies is in the voice cast for that one. Have you ever watched the Land Before Time TV series? I have not. I have not. Also, to follow up on the Amazing Digital Circus thing, I have been buddies with Alex, the voice of Kane, for quite some time now. Which, any like people who've been around long enough to remember the old Countdown community, that's the same Alex who basically started the Countdown community, Mr. Autark of Flame himself. And now he's moved on to voice acting, and you'll love to see it. Yeah. Again, I've been buddies with Alex for a while now. It's just really cool. Oh my goodness, stop with the missiles! It's been really cool seeing his career like really kick off, especially with being in Digital Circus. You prefer Spamton or Tenna? Spamton. Tenna's great, but overall I prefer Spamton. You know what? Hura, you're being annoying, so I'm just gonna do that. Spamton's a character from Deltarune. I'm done dealing with you, Purra. Not typically how you do that shortcut. Wait, how do you usually do that shortcut, Clockroot? Have you heard of a game called Escape from Ever After? I have. I talked about this earlier, but the devs actually sent me a Steam key for it. I haven't played it yet, but I was very generous of them. Hop off the rise on the road when the ride. Okay. I'm far enough ahead, I'll just go race regularly. I think it'd be cool if Chaos Zero and Xena were added to Crossworlds. Xena I'm not as huge on, but Chaos Zero would actually be a really cool character in Crossworlds. I mean, again, they probably won't, but that would be cool. Know of your book suggestion? I missed that, Aaron. Sorry. Sega's pretty strict about using characters that are supposed to be quote-unquote dead. Ah, that's true. That is true. However, they have said that with Crossworlds, they're going to be more lenient on the canon, because like they did talk about the fact that they want to include or like are willing to include characters from non-canon material. Like they straight up mentioned like Sonic Boom or the Archie comics. Yeah, that's why I say quote-unquote clock root, because Chaos isn't really dead.
Congratulations! You've won a gem.
Oh, no, Keyblade, I'm not joking. There was an article that came out just a few days ago where they were interviewing Izuka about Crossworlds, and they asked him if they'd be open to including characters from, like, other Sonic media. And while he didn't straight up say, yes, they're doing that, he did say that they are open to including characters from, like, all forms of Sonic media. So, it's not guarantee, but Sally could happen. Keyword could. Don't get your hopes up too high, but it could. Okay. You need the hopium copium. Let me see if I can find the article. Let me go see if it. One moment. Quickly open up. Sonic Racing Crossworlds news. Here we go. I'm just going to screen share the article. Where's my browser thing? There it is. And then, here we go. So here we go. Sonic Boss says he's open to adding deep-cut Sonic characters as Crossworlds DLC. We want Sonic Racing Crossworlds to represent all eras of Sonic. Oh, you're doing your own book. Neat. So hello, Half Demon Boyo. Sans goes for more Sega All-Stars to arrive in future Crossworlds DLC. Sega has such a rich cast of characters. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a great place to celebrate legacy. We always think about, well, who might be next. Keep an eye out for more announcements down the road, or down the line. Next was asked if you consider deeper cuts from the Sonic universe, such as characters from the 1993 animated TV series, Netflix show, Sonic Boom, or the IDW comics. There's a lot of passion around the extended Sonic universe, and we're open to including the deep cut characters if the opportunity feels right. We want Sonic Racing Crossworlds to represent all eras of Sonic. So there you go. Again, not a guarantee like this is happening, but we'd be open to it. Have the Master Emerald as a racer. True! That'd be so funny. So yeah, it basically means that, like, again, no one's guaranteed, but there's a lot of characters that totally could appear. I'm forever grateful for you bestowing this knowledge to me. There you go. Enjoy your hopium. It's like Thorgy says, you need that one character that when they get added, everyone's going to say who, except for that one guy in the back who just starts screaming. True! Thorgy was based for saying that. I'm not sure who I specifically want from, like, these other eras of Sonic, but, like, it is really cool that they basically said that they'd be totally down to do that. It took me years to know about the bonus 3 battle mode maps you get after beating all of the arcade cuts. Funny thing is, as a kid, I did know about Parking Lot, because I remember beating them all on easy unlocking Parking Lot. I didn't know there were 2 more, though. I knew about parking lot, but I did not know about lab basement or the North Pole. And to this day, I actually don't remember if you unlock the North Bowl from normal or lab basement from normal, because I just used the cheat code to unlock them. Okay, bye, Ripperoo. Oh, Rip Bozos. Sister Sonic. You mean Sonia? You want Sonia in Crossworlds? Also, I just noticed you're racing all the previous bosses. Yep. So yeah, for the final cup, you race against all the boss characters at the same time on their maps. Oh, it was a canceled game. Okay. Never mind. Random question. For movies, TV shows, etc., do you generally prefer animation or live action? I'm more animation biased, but I've been starting to open up more to live action over time. Pinstripe, why are you so far behind? I thought you were the speed champion. The shortcut's so much easier in this game than it was in Nitro Field. Is there a moment in a show or movie you watched as a kid that really scared you? I can tell you what specific. You know when the old THX logo on like VHSs, where you had like the completely black screen, and then there was the blue rectangle that was like optimized, for your viewing, and then like the THX logos came in with a really loud noise. That always terrified me as a kid. Like, that terrified me as a kid. I'm convinced that the Purple Gem Cup has its AI hard code to finish jump position, so it's the same. I have seen Pinstripe make it to top 3 before. I think it was in my Let's Play back in 2015, where Pinstripe actually made it into the top 3. But yeah, generally speaking, it does seem like Pinstripe's like usually back of the pack. Usually. Ow. Well, I tried. Alright, take care, Quackru. Nice try, Ripperoo.
Have some of this.
Hey look, Pinstripe's in the top 3! You think Pinstripe's locking off on purpose because it's like, I just want to go back to Tana, man. Maybe. Maybe he has a happy married life with Tana and he just wants to go back to her. I would love to see Mighty Ray Fang, Bean, and Bark playable in Crossworld. That'd be neat. Ah, excuse me. My message is not working. Hold on. Let me set it to... Where'd my mouse go? Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Let's set it to live chat. At least on my end. I don't know why your messages aren't working, Aaron. I couldn't tell you. So funny to me, this canon that Pinstripe stole Crash's girl. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Of like, you know, he went through all this effort in Crash 1 to get her back, and then by the very end, she's like, nah, I'm going for Pinstripe. And I distinctly remember reading up on how, in Crash 4, they originally were going to lean into that by having an alt version of Tana who was carrying around her and Pinstripe's baby with her. But they chose not to do that. Favorite Mario creepypasta? I'm not much of a creepypasta person, so I couldn't give you an answer there. Silverlock Sisters. Okay. Alright. Thanks for the recommendation, Aaron. Ah, poop. There we go, got it. Don't laugh at me, Ripperoo. Don't laugh at my misery. Come on. Favorite old school Catechris joke? Oh. My favorite old school, like old era Catechris joke is one from the Chicken Run video. It's when he's first introducing the game, and then he talks about how it's from Blitz Games, who also developed Bratz Rock Angels. Hard cut to him in his bathroom, and he's here, James, what are you doing? Drowning myself. And he starts blowing bubbles in the bathtub. Just the delivery on him blowing the bubbles is so perfect. Like, the comedic timing on that joke is great. Okay, favorite Disney film, video game, and cartoon, and favorite Pixar film. Okay, Disney movie, Great Mouse Detective. Video game... I don't know. I didn't think about that. Cartoon, Gravity Falls. Pixar film, Coco. Favorite Disney game, though? I don't know. Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts counts, right. In that case, from the little I played of it, I'd still say the Kingdom Hearts series. What do you want to see in a 3D Mario game? I want to see Bubsy.
Congratulations! You won a jet.
That's my answer. The context is I'm more interested in Bubsy 4D than a 3D Mario right now, to be honest. Like, I'll be real, and maybe it's because, I'm just trying to thought. It's like all secret. Just because of some of the servers I've been in lately, I've been seen so much exposure to, like, this, like, begging for a new 3D Mario to, like, an obsessive degree, that I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, I don't really want a 3D Mario. Like, not that I don't want it to happen, but I'm like, I'm not in a state where I'm like, I need a 3D Mario, because there's so many other 3D platformers out there. I don't need Mario to scratch that itch anymore. Not to mention, I wasn't huge on Odyssey, so I'm like, I don't even trust that I would like a new 3D Mario. Yeah, like, again, I get why people are excited about it. Or, like, excited for a new 3D Mario. Woo Master! Woo Master, stop that right now! I know what you're referencing. Stop that right now. But yeah, I wasn't huge on Odyssey, so I'm like, I don't know if I really... And not to mention, I wasn't huge on Bonanza either. So I'm like, I think... It's all good, Woodmaster, I'm just joking around. But yeah, so like, between Odyssey and Bonanza both not really being my thing, I'm like, I don't know if Nintendo's current 3D platformers are my thing anymore. So at this point, I'm just like, and not to mention, with the rise of the indie 3D platformer, there are so many other options nowadays. I'm like, I don't need Mario to do it for me. There's so many other games in the genre I can turn to if I want to scratch that itch. Heck, I'm making my own! Other Racing Tales 3 thing. I mean, I liked Mario Kart World. I didn't love it, but I liked it. Have you played any of the Batman games? I played Lego Batman as a kid, and I played like a few minutes of Arkham Asylum at a friend's house years ago. I wish Rainbow Road was real. Once you release a demo for Calico's Cave, I share it to Josh Scorch. Of course! Yeah, by all means. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I get why people would still excited for Mario games, and like 3D Mario especially. I totally get it. I'm just not as in much of a demand, like a need for it anymore. It's a big one. Hat in Time or Freedom Planet 2? Freedom Planet 2. Easily Freedom Planet 2 between the two of those. And don't get me wrong, I do like Hat in Time. When is he releasing Calico demo? I have no specific plans to share at this point about when Calico stuff is releasing. Things will come out when they come out, and they will be announced when they're ready to be announced. To be honest, I don't even know if I am going to be releasing them. To be determined. It's all to be determined. Calico's progress is when it's ready. Exactly. When it's ready, it's ready.
Yes.
Take care, Raya. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Will we ever get a free implant 3 in the future? I mean, if we are, it's going to be a long time before then. It's going to be a long time. Based on what Strife has said. And would you pick Sonic Colors as Generations? Like, I'm not even a huge Generations guy. I think it's just kind of okay, but I definitely prefer it over Colors. I'm not a huge Colors fan.
That's mean. That's mean.
Did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? I have not seen it. The last new movie I saw was Sonic 3, which was 2024. So I'm very out of the loop when it comes to new movies. Colors Wii or Colors DS? I've never played Colors DS, so I can't give an opinion there. Reach for the Stars is still a great song. That's true. That's true. The music is still great. I will definitely not deny that. More or less Sonic Rush 3. Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Pizza or cheeseburger? Cheeseburgers. Don't get me wrong. I love me a nice pizza. But, oh, a good cheeseburger just hits different. That reminds me, my dad literally told me earlier today that he's planning on cooking up some cheeseburgers we have for dinner tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, I'm looking forward to that already. Sonic games always have good music, right? More often than not. Every once in a while, you may get a Sonic song that doesn't quite hit, but, Sonic music's good. Yeah, ultimately it depends on the day. Some days you may not be in the mood for that. But generally... I didn't know you could drive up the map on this level! At least, like, fall off the map. I knew there was, like, an out-of-bounds area. I didn't know you could literally fall off. I've never seen that before. Opinions on the Sonic R soundtrack. Sonic R soundtrack is amazing. Unironically, that soundtrack is amazing. These are some of the most generous platinum times in the game. Favorite Sonic character not from the games? Agent Stone's up there. I did like some of the villains they had in the Archie comics, like Scourge and Finitivus. I thought both those characters were pretty cool. Verses from Sonic Eraser. I've never heard the Sonic Eraser soundtrack in general before.
So, you're back, and you've gathered all my time relics. I'm impressed. Well, it's about time I taught you a real lesson in speed. This race is for keeps.
I think it's really funny that he has that monologue when I haven't even raced him once yet. Is Blaze your favorite Sonic character? Her and Tails. Both of them are my favorites. It's time to race against nitrous oxide. Going back a minute, I do find myself agreeing with the prediction 3 tomorrow will be this year. I think it'll be next year. I think it'll be next year, because I think it's just a little too soon. Master Marks, yeah, so you can't send links in chat. So just, if you have a Bluesky, just DM me.
Pick someone to race against me, or I'm giving your planet the Hitchhiker's Guide treatment.
See, I think I still got it. Kind of. Thank you. Here, chat. Chat, tell you what. Give me lines to read in the Oxide voice. So give me stuff to read in the Oxide voice, and I'll see if I can do it.
Dinner with myself. I can't cancel that again. The children yearn for the racetrack. Get all my gems and relics. Ah! Where is that fourth Chaos Emerald? Egg! My wife took everything in the divorce. He's in the mailbox. It's a me, Mario.
Oh, messed it up. Let's try it again.
I'm back in the building again.
Oh. Engine! Haha, it still worked!
I see you trying to take that shortcut, you cheating slug! I miss my wife, Crash. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. To the top of the stairs! To the top of the stairs! Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does. Why the rush? And I would have gotten away with it too, if it hadn't been for those meddling bandicoots and that mangy scientist. That was an illegal left, by the way. Reset your car so I can do that again. Mr. Chai, isn't it? All toasters. Toast, toast. The villain went downstairs. I went to McDonald's at 3 a.m.
You're welcome, and thank you for the $10.
The butler did it in the dining room with the candlestick.
Okay, hold on.
I'm making macaroni and cheese, and nobody can stop! Curse you, Perry the Platypus! The floor is made of floor here! I spent 6 weeks in lip rehab with this kid named Oscar who got stung by a bee right on the lip, so we couldn't even talk to each other until the 5th week, because our lips were so swollen. I hope she made lots of spaghetti. I am your father's brother's cousin's former roommate. Knock knock, it's Knuckles. DK, Donkey Kong. Usta. Paper covers rock, but paper can't stop rocks. It makes no sense. You beat me once again. Now I have to go back.
No, I didn't. I beat you once.
You're a complete loser.
I beat you once.
I must be getting slow in my old age. That's it. I'm finished racing in these mushy backward worlds. Keep your miserable planet. I'm out of here for good.
The Crash Bandicoot franchise is dead for now. I'm sorry for being honest. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And honestly, it's like, yeah, we'll live. Crash sold his life story to a major movie studio. The film entitled The Color Orange will be released. Crash can now be found on the beach down under, doing what he does best. Dancing and napping. Cortex went back to scientific research and discovered a new element in the periodic table. Numerous lawsuits failed to change the name he boldly chose for element 117. Cortex rules the worldium. Tiny Tiger moved to Beverly Hills and founded the popular chain of Pain and Gain fitness clubs. His Tiny Bow exercise video made millions on infomercials around the globe. Coco went on to start her own internet dating service. Ignore the fact that she's still a child. Although her company is still in the red, share prices are going through the roof. Engine opened a custom auto parts store in Toledo, Ohio. The store closed after a massive recall when his patented Clear the Road missile system sparked havoc on the nation's freeways. Dingodile went on to found an animal breeding program for the creation of unique and interesting pets. His motto, Combine Them All, spurred such successes as the Gerbat, Kango Rooster, and Dingo-Rilla. Polar became the head taste tester for a leading ice cream company. Bold new flavors okayed for production include Salmon Swirl, Squishy Squid Sundae, and Mackerel Mint. Purra joined the Las Vegas Tigers show of Ziegfeld and Floyd. His starring role came to a disastrous end one day when Purra accidentally closed his mouth a bit too early. Floyd will be sadly missed. Pinstripe became a used car salesman in New Jersey. As top salesman each month, he smirks, "People decide on a car quickly once my Tommy gun comes out." Papu Papu joined the Wild Wrestling Association and changed his ring name to Mr. Bad Belly. His signature move, the Bad Belly Bounce, was finally banned by the WWA after 3 wrestlers suffered severe rope friction burns. Ripperoo was elected state governor to everyone's surprise. His slogan, "Crazy is as crazy does," created a groundswell of public support and even started whispers of a run for the presidency. Komodo Joe opened Honest Joe's wedding ring and rare gem outlet in Zurich. After a series of sting operations, Joe was convicted of laundering stolen cubic zirconias for the Couch Slouch Shopping Network. Entropy began tinkering with his time machine hobby again. He was last seen entering a time warp ball traveling some ancient rainforest. Alas, rust is timeless. Nitrous Oxide went back to the planet Gasmoxia, a broken alien. After years of therapy, Oxide emerged from seclusion to begin racing again. Unfortunately, the unicycle was a poor vehicle choice, and his resulting accident was too gruesome to detail here. Amy became a race car driver herself, saying, "I'm sick of giving out trophies, I want a few of my own," foreshadowing to Nitro Fuel. Isabella landed a bit part in the season finale of Baywaters. Liz posed for Bandaboy magazine, buying her dream Malibu mansion with the earnings. Megumi shortly unveiled her new line of perfume called Odakut, featuring the alluring scent of fermenting wampa fruit. And now for the Naughty Dog scrapbook. I do love that this is a thing of just seeing all this old concept art for the original Crash games. Also, yes, this is your reward for 100%ing the game. Man, it does feel like the end of an era and all. Yeah, it really does feel like an end of an era.
I like to move it, move it!
Morton T. Dog. I remember this part in particular being really cool to see as a kid. You know, being a big Crash 3 kid, I was like, oh, it's so cool seeing all this old, like, all this concept art. How's the streamer life? It's going well. I'm kind of like part, you know, occasionally doing videos, occasionally doing streams, but mainly doing game development behind the scenes. And then finally Crash Team Racing. On that note, I need some water. All that oxide voice is does a lot to the throat. Commercial Crash is the only Smash Law moveset in the Crash Bandicoot series. No Titans Crash came out. Ah, I see. You know when your game will release? Nah, nothing to confirm there yet. Anything else to see on stream? I'm gonna end it after after the scrapbook's over. I'm just chugging water now. My throat really needs it. Take care, Master Marks. But what if it were pink? Also, thank you. I appreciate the compliments. And everyone, good luck. Thank you, Bill. Favorite Crash game post Naughty Dog and before Insane Trilogy? Tag Team. Tag Team. Well, thank you, Dark Entity. Favorite CTR racetrack? Hotter Skyway. Definitely Hotter Skyway. They're the creators of Crash. Baby shower. There's the baby. I'm trying to remember which image it was. Where is it? One of these images, they have an N64 in their setup. Up there! Yeah, very top shelf, they have an N64 there. It's like, hold on, you're PlayStation devs, how dare you? They did their Office expansion. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. You're welcome. Fun video games, no console wars. That and they also did they did play Diddy Kong Racing during prototyping because I remember reading that they recreated a track from they recreated Crescent Island in the CTR prototype. So more original or the remake or both equal? Like, Aaron, do you mean like which I prefer? I'd say overall I prefer the remake. Like, I think this game's still really, really good. I think it's still really, really good. But I do prefer the remake. I think the remake just pushes it up such a degree that's like, it's really good. Ah! We have almost all the characters. We're missing a few. What's up, Paid Cans? The remake has crunch, that alone makes it better. Do we go for entropy now? I'm not gonna go for entropy. Let me just look up the cheat codes because I don't remember them off the top of my head. Crash Team Racing PS1 cheats. Let's go. Where is? There you are. There we go. We got Pentapenguin now. And now we got entropy. Hey, look, we unlocked everybody! We unlocked everybody, guys! We did it! Okay, actually, we are gonna do one race because we need to see Pentapenguin. We need to see Pentapenguin in action. Okay, what track should we go on, guys? What track should we race on to show off Pentapenguin? I'm seeing people mention Sly Coliseum. Polar. Let's do Polar Pass. It's a good track. Poor Purra got kicked out of the roster. Alright, see ya, Shannon. Come on. Gotta race till we hear the line. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Come on, say the line. Say the line, Bart. Why is Penta part of the roster? Well, this specific penguin was actually from the manga, I believe. If I remember correctly, this character was specifically in the Crash Bandicoot manga. And also, yeah, he was in Crash 3 as well. Come on. There it is! He said it! He said it! He said the line! My question is, can we get a Penguin Yay 2 before the race is over?
Penguin Yay 1.
Oh, we got double!
Penguin Yay 2.
He said it! He said both lines!
Penguin Yay 1.
Oh, now they're just spoiling us. And that's a wrap. Why is a grown man's voice coming out of Penguin? So basically, Brayden, Penta was a very last-minute addition to the roster. That's why you can only unlock him through a cheat code. And basically, he was so unfinished that placeholder lines, Penguin Ye 1 and Penguin Ye 2, never got replaced. They forgot to replace them. So in the final game, every once in a while you hear Penguin Ye 1 and Penguin Ye 2. Oh yeah, specifically in the North American version. When's the Crash Bash live stream? I don't know. Okay. So, before we go, there's one last thing to do that I almost forgot about. I'm just going to leave it on this screen so for the sake of music. We're going to turn on this. We need to go back to this. So for those who were there in the previous parts of the Crash Marathon streams, I've been ranking them as we've been going along. So we are now going to place Crash Team Racing in the rankings. And I'm going to comfortably put it... yeah, I'm putting in second. Yeah. I think that's a good spot to put it. I think Nitro Fuel will have a chance to beat Warped, but I think just base CTR I would put behind Warped. Not far behind, though. It is a very good game. So, that is our list so far. In first place, finishing up the Naughty Dog era. In first place, Crash Bandicoot Warped. Second place, Crash Team Racing. Third place, Crash 1. And in last place, Crash 2. But now with that said, now we will end the stream. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful evening. Or night. Take care, everybody. Drive safe. Sleep well. Eat your greens. Now Ben must go watch Chaos Case Files. Oh yes, I will go look into that. Alright. Take care, everybody.